Hi, Cheryl here. I'm the CEO of LiveWorks and I help organizations become more contemporary, inclusive, and agile so that their organization can be a high-performing one. You might have heard of terms such as flexibility, innovation, and agility in the recent conversations with your peers. The question is, are these just buzzwords that it will just pass by as a phase, or is it here to stay? Well, at LifeWorks, we have been working with smart organizations in creating workplaces that is just perfect for innovation to take place, for them to be able to attract the best talent, and for them to enjoy the fruits of what it means for flexibility to be inbuilt in the organization culture. We see higher productivity, we see greater sense of inclusion, and most of all, we see high performance from individuals and teams. So going forward with all the disruptions with technology, with globalization and demographic shifts, terms like innovation, inclusiveness, agility, and flexibility is not going to go away. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Today, I'm going to share with you one of the first pieces that you can start with right now. Yes, there's no better time than now because some of the organizations have already started preparing for these transitions in the last 5 to 8 years. You can still be able to reinvent and ride this wave of change as you begin to make changes within your organization culture. It's not easy, but we've seen it done and we've seen awesome results from there. The very first thing that you can do is to breathe a sense of authenticity within your organization. People instinctively look for places that want them want to consider them as whole persons. They respect them as individuals, as whole persons, and not just for the professional skills that they bring to the organization. So people will look for workplaces where they are considered as their total identity and allow their creative self to be expressed. When they are free to be themselves, they basically emit the high energy that you want from them, and they're able to be more engaged because they know that they can truly be themselves. They know that people know who they are and what they can achieve and what they can bring to the table. And when they are respected for that, they will bring their best self to work. So my question for you are basically two questions. One, what are you doing to breathe a sense of open an environment to individuals where they can bring their whole self to work with joy? Now we have organizations who say, no, we have flexibility, we are inclusive, we practice inclusiveness, etc. But then the big question is, do their people come to work with joy? If you respect them, if you accept them as whole person, they are free to express themselves, their thoughts and their perspectives, which, by the way, is very important if you want an organization that's innovative, that's agile, that's flexible, and that's forward-thinking. You need to have that diverse pool of thoughts that you can tap on and harness that. So if people can come and be fully themselves, express, then you will have that diverse thoughts that you can begin to work with. The question is whether organizations are truly embracing diversity and inclusion, or is just a matter of what systems do we have, what structures do we have, but not truly having that culture, that environment for it. If you have, then individuals will come to work with joy. They will engage with their teams with joy. Does that show up with your teams and in your organization? Is there a sense of enthusiasm and joy in your organization? The second thing is, what's being done to amplify it if there is? What's being done to amplify and the enablers for a more inclusive workplace, if you like, or work culture? Because many of us, work is no longer a destination. Work is where we do our contribution and we come together as a team. So what is your organization with regards to allowing individuals to have that sense of authenticity, the sense of self-expression in your work culture. My name is Cheryl. This is the first of 7 elements I'm going to share with you to enable you to create a workplace that's contemporary, that's inclusive and agile in the face of changes in the economy, in the disruption of technology, and definitely the big shift in your talent pool and your customer pool. I'll see you at the next Facebook Live session. Until then, I want to wish you a life that's most excellent.